Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are at the end of a Stormblood Black Mage quest and want to do the final quest. One golem to rule them all. Desiree, I trust you have prepared yourself well. Our foe musters at the Annex Shrine. The hour of our final confrontation is nigh. Bahira and our beastmen friends are en route to the Forelands as we speak, and I will join them with all haste. Come as soon as you're able. Shatotto will be awaiting your arrival. The golem will not grow too large, will it? I prefer foes to be more compact like myself. Tiny, puny, compact. To fell the feral golems and cast away the baleful star from the sky. Whatever strength I can muster from within me is yours. Not with fear do those old limbs shake, but with passion and exhilaration for a battle to come. Great passion. Tremendous passion. Deep in the mountains, the golems feed on each other with brutal savagery, even as we speak, their thirst for power nigh unquenchable. I thank you very much, Lalai. But with my own corporeal form having long since faded to dust, it's an honor and pleasure to see my legacy carried on by women, man, and beastmen after my own. Was I just speaking aloud? You can stop gawking any time now. Or have you forgotten that we have an army of power-hungry golems bent on destroying our realm to dispose of? Fortunately, I have already formulated the perfect plan of attack. You three will see to the stragglers still attempting to scale the mountain. I trust you can handle that much. Bahira, Desiree, and myself will scale the summit, where the oversized, augmented agglomeration of golems surely awaits us. If I may be so bold, Lady Shatotto, I would prefer a small amendment to this plan. Som'al, as you surely know, is a holy place to all the dragons who call this land home. I'm ill-inclined to wage battle without first obtaining their blessing. The elder Seedseer has told me that Desiree is a friend among their kind. Mayhap it would be best if she sought the counsel of this Vidofnir before we proceed. I can do that. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's hardly the worst idea I've heard today. After all, it could hardly hurt to add another powerful ally to our ranks. What are we waiting for then? Lead the way. A master of the dark arts and a confidant of dragons. You never cease to surprise me, friend. It's a good thing we have you to preemptively clear up any potential misunderstandings. While I'm confident in my ability to eradicate any foe, incinerating an entire dragon would leave an awful mess. An unholy menace doth gather in our midst, threatening to summon doom from the heavens down upon this realm. Such is my plight. I too did sense the presence of an intruder in our sacred home. At first I was content to observe, but the danger has grown too great. Warrior of warriors, if thou and Wine would take up arms against our common foe, thou dost have my blessing. Well, that's a ringing endorsement of a word one. Here, send word to our beastmen friends. We commence the operation at once. There's no time to lose, Desiree. Let's make for a summit and dispose of the abomination that awaits us before the comet gets too close for comfort. Understood. Pray leave the rest to us. Lady Shatotto, my colleague from the observatorium has confirmed your suspicions. On its current path, a falling star will sail wide of us, if by the slimmest of margins, and yet that path shifts with every second, bringing us slowly but inexorably to the brink of calamity. Call it a hunch, but I do believe this imposing fellow might be responsible. Well, I'm glad to see that the obvious hasn't escaped you. At any rate, our task is clear. We need only reduce him to dust before he can summon his dear mother any closer. Well, Desiree, Are you ready to stand alongside the greatest mage to ever live in a battle for the future of your world? Look sharp. This is our time to shine. Pling. Be strong, my friends. My magics will solve your wounds. Well, aren't you a big boy? Alright, I'll draw him to us. Let's cut him down to size. What's this? Look out, my friend, something comes from above. Meteorite. Forgive me, my friends, I failed you. A fragment of a comet, whatever is happening here. It's absorbing aether from the fragment. Come back here, you oversized brute. Brace yourself, my friends. Again it comes. Quick now, must destroy it before our foe can reap its power. My body grows weak and my mind must rest. This is hard. I'm stunned. Again, I swear, if I never see another of those stones in the rest of my life. Whew. Most two fell over halfway through the battle. I was afraid. Victory is ours. I only pray it does not come too late. Perhaps if you had some black magic in your repertoire, but it's no matter. I have the utmost faith that Desiree and my efforts were not in vain. But light, but 12 of mercy. Here it comes, and there it goes. And with that, my friends, I do believe you have been spared a most crushing fate. Stand tall, Desiree. You and I just saved the world, and I suppose I should thank you as well, Hera, for doing a most remarkable job of not mucking everything up. And with that, I believe my work here is done. While I'd love nothing more than to stay and savor our victory a bit longer, all good things must come to an end. Do not look sad now. With such promising protégés to carry on my legacy, I can go to rest knowing that I did not mother the art of destruction in vain. You have seen our art wielded for the greatest of good and the worst of evil. Having witnessed firsthand your prowess and the sheer strength of your resolve, I gladly leave the future of our art in your hands. Walk the path well, Desiree of the Black. Thank you, Shatotto. I will. That millennia from now, when we have long since faded to a dim memory, those who follow in our footsteps may yet wield their prodigious powers against any who would bring harm to our fair realm. Put it back on. Be proud, Desiree. Having shared a mind with Mr. Shatotto all this time, I can assure you that effusive praise does not come easily to her lips. I can still scarce believe she did me the honor of choosing my body as a vessel. Before meeting her in the flesh, in a manner of speaking, I'd assumed Death's handmaiden was little more than a witch obsessed with fire and destruction. It would seem my impression may have been an error. May have been? Does your prudish, pig-headed prejudice know no end? As charming as ever, I see. I dare say you could learn a thing or two from your esteemed forebear on how to treat a gentleman. Oh, is that so? Desiree, if you happen to see any gentlemen around these parts, do let me know. At any rate, we are done here. Let us leave this uncultured boor here to reflect for a bit on how to treat a lady. I know not if our beastmen friends saw the comet cross the sky, but they were doubtless eager to hear tidings of our final battle. Let us go and set their minds at ease. Our beastmen allies await us at Annex Shrine. We must share word of our triumph without delay. The presence has lifted. The unholy intruder defiles these sacred grounds no more. Thou hast served us well, child of man.
I saw the comet sailing through the sky. Hurtling, shooting, sailing. You're safe, yes? Yes, you are. Ah, return from battle does all friends do. Safe from harm you are?
Many golems did come to scale the peak, but they come no more. Laid low by our magics. The heavens too are calm. I trust your battle with the great beast ended in victory. Just so, my friend. Not to boast, but even Lady Shatotto was most impressed with our efforts. Is that not so, Desiree?
3 cheers for Shatotto! 3 cheers for Desiree! 3 cheers for the art of destruction! Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Far be it from me to rain on your parade, but let us not forget that the healer in your ranks played at least a small part in your victory.
Ah, a happy day this is. Fly home to share the joy with his brothers and sisters, Dozol will. We will visit Dozol again to share magical learnings, yes? Till then, friend.
I too must take my leave, but know that even when we are apart, we always stand as one. Till next we meet, my friend. I too must return to Redania to deliver my official report. I suppose this is farewell, at least for now.
Well, don't let us keep you, though, I was wondering if I might express my gratitude to your colleagues at the observatorium. On behalf of Mr. Shatotto, that is.
Leave that to me. I fear not all of my friends are so open-minded. If I were to learn that I allied myself with beastmen and practitioners of the dark arts, there's no telling what sort of twisted rumors might spread. Fear not, Lalai. You have my word that as a hero and a healer, I will do all I can to work toward a day when you and your fellows can stand proud and receive credit for all the good you've done.
I could not bear to say this in his presence, but our hero friend has come quite far, wouldn't you say? I too would do everything in my power to make that day a reality. And with that, I do believe our job here is done. Shall we return to the sacrarium? Welcome back, Desiree. Once again, I must express my gratitude for all you've done, as well as my profound respect. You have mastered our art to a degree that few of us ever attain. While it's not like me to dwell on such matters, I was just reflecting on the hero's words. Once again, the truth of the battle we waged will never be known to those we fought to save. Needless to say, we do not do what we do for acolytes or glory. We do it because it must be done. And to sate our own intellectual curiosity. And yet, it does not sit well with me. No, I cannot turn a blind eye when the deeds of my friends and mentors are swallowed by history, never again to see the light. When the day will come that we can emerge from the shadows, I cannot say. But for that day, and for the eyes of all who would follow in our footsteps, I would put all I've seen to paper, just like Master Kukuruka once did. All we have learned of our realm and the arcane, of course. But that's not all. I would write of the bravery of our beastmen friends, of a stubborn and self-important hero who against all odds proved himself a friend. Most of all, I would write of the illustrious founder of our glorious art, and the adventurer who she would personally entrust with carrying on her legacy. Why, I dare say the chapter will write itself. Communing with the memory of Shatotto awakens new knowledge of the black within you. Foul. And this is the quest for Stormblood. I think I put Foul here. Okay, but that shall be this episode. Until next time then, when we do something else in Final Fantasy XIV, perhaps already the level 80 quest. I'm Mace and don't get lost.